Hello, people of the internet. I am Tigster2005, and welcome to part 10 of my Sonic Adventure Let's Play. Today, I'm finally going to be starting Tails' story, and before I start it, I'm going to look at the instructions because why not? So, we got the tail attack, we got the jump, we got Tails can fly if you jump and press the jump button, and you can descend faster by pushing the action button. Note, the length of time the Tails can fly is limited as he gets tired when he flies for too long. Other actions, just some stuff. The stage is cleared when Tails destroys the capsule before Sonic or Dr. Robotnik, aka Dr. Eggman. And yeah, that's pretty much all you gotta know, and cutscene.
Everything's working great! All systems go, full speed ahead. Uh-oh, what's this? No! Ah! I'm out of control! Mayday! Mayday! Going down! Ah! Look out below!
So yeah, that was the thing. And then Sonic saw all that, and he played through Emerald Coast, and there's Tails. Alright, there's Sonic, and he's saving his friend. And then they have this conversation again.
Boy, you're lucky I saw you come down. So what went wrong anyway? It's not like you to crash like that.
Yeah, it's just that I'm testing a new prototype power supply, and it's not fully compatible yet.
You can always borrow my plane, the Tornado, if you want.
Thanks, Sonic. But if I can make this work, it'll run circles around yours. Check out this power supply!
It's a Chaos Emerald! No way!
No way, I can't believe
I was
this.
lucky to find one of the 7 Chaos Emeralds. They have unlimited mystic powers. Now I want to harness
course
that
they do.
power to fly my plane. Let's go to my workshop in the Mystic Ruins, and I'll show you what I've been working on. We'll go to the station, hop on a train, and get there in no time.
Yeah, so this is Tails. As you can see, he can fly, but he does tire out, and when he does, he automatically starts falling down. And you can make him fall faster if you hold down the action button. And so there's an upgrade that I want to get right away. It's not required like at all, but it is a thing, and I do want to go get it. And it's right over here. And here it is.
Look, it's your jet anklet. Its jet power makes you fly faster.
And also Tails has this tail attack. It's not very useful, but it is a thing. It is useful for the final boss of Tails' story, but other than that, the jump works just as fine. Also, like I said in part 9, I've already played through Tails' story before, so this is not a first playthrough like I thought it was going to be. Because this game is so fun I couldn't stop playing it, and the same goes for Sonic Adventure 2. And so, yeah, now Tails can fly slightly faster, that's nice.
Well, well, well. If it isn't Sonic and Tails.
It's Eggman!
Silence! I am Dr. Robotnik, the most cunning scientific genius in the world!
Yeah, right, Dr. Eggman.
Enough! I've been working on a master plan, but now it's time to put it to work!
That usually means trouble coming from you.
Don't even try to interfere this time. Give me that Chaos Emerald, or else...
Or else what, huh?
Or else I'll take it from you the hard way.
Anyway, we're fighting the Egg Hornet again, and while I'm fighting the Egg Hornet, I want to mention something about the cutscenes. So, as you probably noticed, these cutscenes, we already saw these two cutscenes that just played. However, the specific things that Sonic, Tails, and Eggman say are slightly different. Like, for example, in the cutscene we just watched, Eggman sounded a little bit more menacing, and Tails was front and center rather than Sonic. And of course, there are some minor differences, like in Sonic's story, Eggman said, "Then I'll take it from you by force the hard way," whereas in Tails' story, he just says, "I'll just take it from you the hard way." And that goes for pretty much every cutscene, where Sonic and Tails are involved. Yeah.
All systems, full power.
We already saw some minor differences in the cutscene after Sonic and Gamma fought. And with Tails, there's going to be even more differences. So yeah, I just thought I'd point that out.
That was just too easy.
Gotcha.
Hey, he snagged it.
Chaos could use a little snap.
Who's Chaos?
There's Chaos. Also, that
the
line
monster
delivery.
I saw the other day.
Monster?
Yes, it's really happening. Just as the stone tablet said it would. Hear this, Sonic? Chaos' strength increases every time I give him a Chaos Emerald. All he needs is 7 emeralds to become invincible. Then he will turn Station Square into rubble, upon which I will build the ultimate city, Robotnik Land. You ready, Chaos? Let's go find the next enemy. Come on.
Thank goodness they're gone. Good riddance.
We can't let that monster get any bigger. It could get ugly.
It could.
You're right. Chaos must be stopped. And he can be if we keep him away from more emeralds, right? So what do you say, Sonic? Let's find the Chaos Emeralds before Eggman does.
Yep. So, at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the Windstone, and play Tails' first stage, Windy Valley, which was Sonic's second stage. So, I'm gonna go over into this cave, place down the Windstone. And guys, even though this is a first playthrough, not a first playthrough, this
Come on, Tails.
this is not my first playthrough of Tails' story. It's not too different from what it would have looked like, except for when I'm playing Windy Valley, because as Tails you can literally just fly through the whole thing, and it's crazy. On my first playthrough, what I really did was I did what I was supposed. Wait, did I just die? How did I die there? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, that's a first. Okay, so yeah, you can just fly over the whole thing, and you can see the stage loading as you fly through it. So yeah. So like I said, even though this is not a first playthrough, it wasn't that different aside from Windy Valley. Aside from Windy Valley, everything that happens nowadays is pretty much the same as how it happened on my first playthrough, because Tails' story is easy. Like, it's really, really easy. So, like, you really don't need that much skill in order to get through Tails' story, no problem. Anyway, at this point, you go back to Station Square, and some more stuff happens. wait, what am I doing? I forgot that there was like a shortcut that I could take. Right over here. And so now, as Sonic, you need to get the Lightspeed Dash in order to get up there, but as Tails, you can just fly up there and go into Casinopolis. Now, as Tails, the Chaos Emerald in Casinopolis is in a different spot than it was with Sonic. As Sonic, we had to grab 400 rings and deposit them to create a stack of these rings that, for some reason, turned into coins, if you remember, to get up to the Chaos Emerald. But as Tails, we go into this sewer part of the level where we actually grabbed the 400 rings that we needed. So yeah, and you don't need to grab any rings at all, because instead of having the Chaos Emerald be in the same spot that it was as Sonic, it's just here. And yeah, not only does Tails go through most of the same levels that Sonic does, but like they're much shorter too. Like that took me literally less than a minute. So that's a thing. Another cutscene.
What's that?
Oh.
The Chaos Emerald!
Get away from there!
Ah!
Nighty night.
Haha.
Eggman! Sonic, what happened to the Chaos Emerald?
Eggman got one of them, but the other one's safe. He must be getting desperate.
He must
Now
be.
the emerald count is 2-1 and Eggman's winning. Let's get a move on.
Yes, Tails, let's get a move on. And by get a move on, I mean first we need to grab this Ice Stone and take it to the Mystic Ruins.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
Yep. So I'm gonna take the Ice Stone over into the train. And Mystic Ruins. There's the cave opening up, just like in Sonic's story. And yeah.
Didn't you see a stone with an ice pattern on it?
Why yes, I am in fact carrying that stone with an ice pattern on it. And Tails, get on the rock. What are you doing? Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna go and place the key on the platform, and yeah, I'm just gonna. Oh, Tails, what are you doing? I'm gonna fly up into Ice Cap. Fly up there. Come on, Tails. Huh, that's strange. I'm at the top of the ladder, and I'm not going into Ice Cap. What is going on? I'm just gonna climb down a little bit, and oh, now they send me into Ice Cap.
Come on, Tails.
So yeah, for some reason, Ice Cap only loads when you go into that one specific part of the ladder. I don't know why. But anyway, it's the snowboarding section where you're running away, well, snowboarding away from a giant pile of snow. At least I think that's a giant pile of snow. That's what it looks like. If that's not supposed to be a giant pile of snow, then you can correct me in the comments. But to me, that looks like a giant pile of snow that's falling down the mountain.
You made it.
Anyway, yeah. It's basically the same thing as it was in Sonic's story. It seems like Sonic just kind of does whatever. Like, he doesn't go too fast. So it's like, it's really, you really don't have to worry about losing to Sonic here. I don't know why, but you know, it's a snowboarding section, so you can't really, like here you can't speed up or slow down. You just kind of go at a set speed, unless if you use these ramps, in which case you will speed up slightly. So, yeah, that's a thing.
Hey, Tails!
Hey, Sonic. And you can see on the bottom there, where Tails is in relation to Sonic. So right now, you can see that Tails is in front of Sonic, so that's good. I don't know why you have to get to the end of the stage before Sonic does, but you do. It's a thing. I've never actually lost any of these races before, which just goes to show how easy they are. Like I've never had Sonic get to the end of the stage before me. I've always gotten there first. So yeah, that's
That wasn't too bad.
if anything happens, if Sonic gets there first, I don't know what it is. And there's Sonic, he was like snowboarding down there. But whatever. Anyway, you remember what happens in Sonic's story after Ice Cap? Well, in Tails' story, you do the exact same thing. That's right, you go over here, and you meet up with Knuckles.
Hey, Knuckles! What's up? What are you doing, Knuckles?
Don't mess with me now.
Knuckles.
Just hand over the emeralds you have. Quick!
No way, Knuckles!
That acting.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh yeah, if you run and tap the action button, then Tails will roll into a ball, which does damage enemies, but like it's not very
Whoa!
useful.
Oh no, the emeralds!
The emeralds.
And they're all mine.
So yeah, now we're seeing this cutscene for the third time.
He's got the emeralds!
You two are bumbling idiots. You know that.
Hey, those are the Chaos Emeralds.
Yes, Knuckles, those are the Chaos Emeralds. They are not the Master
All I did
Emerald.
was wait for you to bring it to me.
What the heck is he talking about anyway?
Don't you realize when you've been tricked?
Tricked? No one makes a fool out of me.
Way to go, knucklehead!
Knuckles, you say no one makes a fool out of you, but like,
Four emeralds.
you are always made a fool out of...
Come forth.
Wait, is that... People are always making a fool out of you, whether it be Eggman or whoever.
Here, eat up.
Oh no! It's changing again! You
Yes, it
gotta
is.
Stop this fast!
And then there's Chaos 4. We're fighting this thing again. And it's the exact same as it was with Sonic. It's the exact same thing as it was with Knuckles. And it's still incredibly boring. At least the music's alright. But like, all of the music in this game is good. It's great. I love this game's soundtrack. But that doesn't save this boss. It's still boring. Yeah. So, as you probably figured out by now, Tails' story is mostly just Sonic's again, except with a couple differences. Like, there will be a difference in the story when after the first Sky Chase level, when Eggman shoots down the plane, we'll see Tails landing in a different spot, and yeah. Okay. Oh no. I don't know what to say. I mean, like, what is there to say when there's nothing to say about Chaos 4 that I already haven't said? It's boring, you have to fight it 3 times, and it doesn't get any better. And now we see the egg carrier again.
Behold my floating masterpiece, the egg carrier! But it pales in comparison to the power of chaos.
This cutscene wasn't changed.
Until we meet
It's
again, my
the same as it
friend.
was in Sonic's story. Just thought I'd mention that.
Hey, we can't let him get away! Let's get to my workshop and we'll take the tornado!
Yeah!
You guys go.
Yep,
I have some unfinished business to take care of.
unfinished business.
No problem, Knuckles. We'll take care of everything here.
Of course.
Come on! Let's get going!
Anyway, after that cutscene was literally repeated from Sonic's story, instead of, you know, being the same thing, except, you know, they say a couple of different
Sonic,
things.
wait here for a
No,
second.
no, it's just same thing. But now we actually see the inside of Tails' workshop, and we can see the tornado right there, in all of its glory.
Sonic, hop in! Let's go!
Anyway, Sky Chase Act 1. So this is the exact same level as it was in Sonic's story. Although this time it makes more sense that we're actually playing it, because Tails is piloting the tornado, and, well, I'm playing as Tails. I'm not sure why you actually played the level in Sonic's story, but, you know, you do. But it makes more sense here now because Tails is the one piloting the tornado, and not Sonic. Sonic is just there for the ride. But yeah, this is the exact same thing. I don't know. Like, what is there to say when there's nothing to say? It's just a thing, I guess. I don't know, like, when you see all these circles, they line up and then, like, there's brightness effects. That's cool, I guess. Not sure why that happens, but it's a thing. But the music is still excellent. And it's still a pretty satisfying gameplay style, just locking onto a lot of stuff and then unloading a lot of missiles into them. It's fun. Ah. And of course you gotta dodge all of these fighter planes that might be crashing into you like that one just did. And as for these projectiles, well, you can just shoot them. Yeah, unlike Gamma, the action button actually shoots even if you're not locking onto something. So, yeah. I'm gonna shoot some more targets, because why not?
We did it!
Way to go, Tails!
And then this happens again.
We're hit!
Well, that was certainly something.
Wow, that dream brought back memories. I owe so much to Sonic. Sonic! Wonder where he went. Sure hope he's all right. The tornado's not powerful enough. If I'm gonna get that egg carrier, I need to finish my prototype. It needs a Chaos Emerald to work.
Of course it does. Because
Looks like
otherwise
I
there wouldn't be a
better find
plot
one
point.
fast.
Anyway, we as the player know where Sonic went. So, we know he's in Station Square, so let's go over there. No? Ah, look at that. The train isn't in service. I can't use the train for some reason. Yeah, you can do that for some reason. I don't know why I did that. Anyway,
You must find the Chaos Emerald, but searching in the jungle is very difficult.
the jungle. So, you go to the jungle by hopping into this minecart, and you just fly a little bit, and oh,
Wow, there's a Chaos Emerald.
that wasn't exactly very difficult, now was it? Oh, yes it was.
Hey, wait up! Stop!
Yep. So, in case you haven't noticed, that was Froggy, the same one that Big was fishing for. And then, you just gotta press that switch right up there by jumping on it, and then if the game will let me, you do the Sand Hill minigame. And in this little minigame, it's a snowboarding minigame, and you can try to go through all these red gates and stuff. Like, there's, like, no point to doing this at all, besides just for fun, because otherwise this level, it's a snowboarding level, it's not really all that interesting. Oh, Tails. But the music's alright. So, yeah. And it's not the longest thing ever, too. Yeah. Oop. And there's Froggy. It took me just about less than a minute. As you can see on the top left corner, it took me 59 seconds.
Oops. Uh-oh. I thought I was in the desert.
You were.
I wonder where I am.
Location unknown. This presents a problem. So anyway, there's an upgrade for Tails right here, and I'm gonna get it.
You found the Rhythm Badge. To do continuous tail attacks, hold the action button down.
So, now I can do this. This is Tails breakdancing while performing continuous tail attacks.
The servers are the 7 Chaos Emeralds. Hello there, friend. How are you?
What were you saying before?
Huh. It's something my grandmother taught me. I'm never to forget it. It goes like this. The servers are the 7 Chaos. Chaos is power, power enriched by the heart. The controller is the one that unifies the chaos. But I'm still not sure what it all means. But the number 7 is the same as the number of emeralds there are.
Emeralds?
Yeah, the Chaos
Forgive me,
Emeralds.
but I don't think we've ever met before. I'm Tikal. And you are?
And there's Big. That's funny. Yeah, that's a pretty funny cutscene. I'm not gonna lie.
Weird. Now where was I? Oh yeah, the Chaos Emeralds. Perfect.
Yup, you got it.
This will get my Tornado 2 up and raring to go.
Is that like a saying now? Raring to go? Yeah, whatever. So we go back into the workshop and
The time has come at last.
yeah.
This new plane should work a lot better. I've ironed out most of the problems. So, here it goes. Emeralds, do your stuff. Ready, Sonic? Here I come. Tornado 2, clear for takeoff. Away we go.
Right through the waterfall. Twice. And then the music starts up again. From the beginning. And
There you are, dead ahead. The egg carrier.
yep. Meanwhile, Sonic has just finished Red Mountain.
There's Sonic. Sonic!
All right, Tails. Way to go. This plane's cool. Now, what do you say we nail those guys?
You got it. Hang on.
Anyway, Sky Chase Act 2. So we got Sonic back, and now time to do another thing the exact same way as in Sonic's story. Sky Chase minigame. Act 2 of the Sky Chase minigame. Well, the second Sky Chase minigame. I don't know what the correct terminology is. Sky Chase Act 2. It's a thing. Has both Sonic and Tails. And I'm doing it as Tails now. And it's just as satisfying as before, but it's the exact same thing as before. Did I mention that? It's the exact same thing as in Sonic's story. I think I mentioned that a couple of times, but, you know, just making sure in case you forgot. So, yeah. got some planes to shoot down. Ah. Oh no.
Haha! So far, so good.
Hope you know what you're doing.
You bet. Watch this. Transforming now. Whoa! Let's do it.
Anyway, now the plane is in the shape of an X. I'm not sure why that's important, but I guess it is somehow. I mean, it was important enough for Tails to transform into it. But as we already know from watching Sonic's playthrough, this X-Wing doesn't have any landing gear. So that's gonna be a thing. Yeah. There's really not much to say at this point. And then, we go through another section. This is probably the most challenging section in the whole minigame because you have all this stuff being shot at you. Still not that hard though. And once again, we're trying to destroy the laser cannon. Mash the shoot button and then move out of the way. Just like before. Boom. That's it.
Coming in tight.
Tails, we gotta land on the egg carrier.
Oops. We got a problem here.
What now?
I forgot to put in the landing gear.
Whoa!
Oof.
Wow, this thing is really huge.
Yes,
No time
Sonic.
to gawk, Sonic. We gotta find Amy.
Wait, Amy? Oh yeah, Sonic was looking for Amy, and she was thrown onto the egg carrier, but how does Tails know about this? In his story. Like, Sonic didn't tell Tails about
Don't
Amy.
get any ideas, Sonic.
I,
No idea what this vessel can do.
like, what? You know, I can imagine someone playing
How
this,
about I give you a little
and they just want to play as Tails. And so they play Emerald Coast with Sonic, and then they unlock Tails right after. And then they play through Tails' story, and then
Hey, it
Tails
transformed.
mentions
You see that?
how they need to find Amy, but Sonic doesn't mention Amy to Tails at
I
all.
hate it when he doesn't listen
So
to me.
that was a thing.
I guess you weren't expecting that, were you? There's only one
I think it
way
would have
to
made more
beat
sense
Sonic,
if
and that's through the
Sonic
sky. I doubt if you can make
was the one who said that they need to find Amy
Just watch me.
instead of
Bring it
Tails,
on,
because
Eggman.
Tails doesn't know. At least he shouldn't, but somehow he does.
So, this must be the sky deck, huh?
Yes, Tails, that is the sky deck. Now please let me enter it. Anyway, this is the sky deck. At least the first section of it.
Come on, Tails.
Yeah, Tails only gets to play the first section of the sky deck. I don't know why. I would have liked to play the whole level as him. I mean, the sky deck is a really cool level. I like it. I like it a lot. But you only get to play the whole thing as Sonic. You don't get to play through the whole thing. Wow. How did that happen? I don't know how that happened, but it
Come on,
did.
Tails.
So like I was saying, I would have really appreciated it if I got to play the entire Skydeck level as Tails, instead of just the first section. Like, yeah, I get it. The other parts of Skydeck weren't exactly designed for Tails. Like, you could probably just fly through the entire thing. But, come on, let's be honest here. Were any of these levels designed for Tails? No, they were designed for Sonic. Tails was probably a little bit of an afterthought, but not really. Like, they probably designed some of these levels to be, immediately to be playable with multiple characters. But, you know, it's not exactly an easy thing to accomplish now, is it? Like, you gotta have a big open area for Knuckles in Speed Highway, but Sonic's gonna be playing through that big open area too, so we gotta have it leading to somewhere. And there's that area in the Skydeck where Knuckles does a little bit of treasure hunting, and Sonic plays in that section too. So I'm not saying it's bad. I'm actually really impressed with how well it turned out, but still something worth noting.
Yeah!
What was that?
Is that it?
Sonic, we should check out the bridge.
And yes, the bridge. You all know what's coming. We're seeing this for the 4th time now. And hey, it's Amy.
Sonic! Tails!
Ha! You're a bit late.
Not the birdie! That's a Chaos Emerald! No way!
No way! I can't believe this!
This is all I really need. Gamma?
What is your wish, Master?
Get rid of these pests. Give them all you got.
Aye, aye, Master Robotnik.
I'll leave it up to you, Gamma.
Anyway, we all know Gamma. And it's the same thing that happened as Sonic. You just do a little some stuff, and boom, he's dead. Well, not dead, but you know. He is not functioning very well.
Please stop!
Although he
Tails!
functions well enough in order to continue through his
Move
story.
aside, Amy! Get out of the way!
No! This robot is my friend! He helped me! Don't hurt him!
Okay, if you say so, you have your reasons, I guess. Hey, this ship is losing altitude!
Hurry, Tails! Take Amy and get out of here!
Well, what about you?
I'll find Eggman and put a stop to his evil ways.
So yeah, we're back in Station Square. So the ship is losing altitude, and now Tails is losing altitude as he brings Amy back to the ground.
That's Eggman! I wonder what happened to Sonic.
Well, the thing that happened to Sonic is that he is going into Lost World. Not Sonic Lost World, I'm not talking about the
Finished.
Wii U 3DS game.
Chaos was
I'm
defeated,
talking about the
and
level.
now my egg carrier is
Yeah.
ruined. No matter. I will destroy Station Square anyway.
Ah, yes. Let's keep doing.
If that missile is launched,
Ready? Fire!
So, if Eggman had a missile this whole time, why did he need to get Chaos? Like, I really don't understand the logic behind that.
Ah, no, it was a dud. I
Well-
can't believe this.
No way.
I'll go and deal with this myself.
The missile was a dud. It's not exploding.
Oh, no! I'd better get to that missile before he detonates it.
Yep.
I see it. I've got to get it before Eggman. The fate of Station Square depends on me.
Yes. Yes, it does,
Sonic!
Tails.
I've changed a lot since I've started hanging with Sonic. But I can't depend on him forever.
No, Tails, you cannot.
I know I can do this by myself. Okay, Eggman, bring it on!
Alright, Speed Highway. This is Tails' final
You can
stage,
keep up with me.
and it's by far his best
Tails,
one. His
wait
best
for
one.
me.
This is Tails' best level, Speed Highway. I mean, Speed Highway. This was the level that was chosen for the Xbox 360, PS3, PC version of Sonic Generations. Not the 3DS version. The 3DS version, Emerald Coast was chosen. Yeah. So, yeah, basically these green ring thingies, they're like, they boost you. They give you a little boost when you're flying. So, yeah. Anyway, you just have to get to the missile before Eggman does. And look at the bottom of the screen. Eggman is so behind, he is barely moving forward, while I am like almost done with the level. It's crazy. And there's the missile. And you just gotta get on over here. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, okay, okay. I got this. Anyway, like I was saying, you just gotta get on over here and you win.
That wasn't too bad.
Oh no! It's Robotnik! So you beat me to the missile, you little pest. I will make you all pay for this.
Get out of here!
You fool. Away, before I make mincemeat out of you.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I can do this.
Tails, what are you worried about? This is an easy boss fight. The Egg Walker, yeah, it's not hard at all.
Get a load of this.
So yeah, he stomps and then
I
then you just like do the tail attack on the feet that were actually stomping on the ground, and just gotta fly a little bit, and then yeah, that's it. Then you just jump into the part of the Egg Walker where Eggman is sitting. Now there's two of those things that you have to do the tail attack. There we go. And that's where the rhythm badge actually comes in handy.
No way! I can't believe this!
Come on. There we go.
He's not gonna get away with this! Get a load of this! Get a load of this! Get a load of this! No way! I can't
And that time
believe
there were 3. And then, come on. There we go. And that's it. Again, Tails, what were you worried about?
Hey, I did it!
Yes, Tails, you did.
You saved the day! You're the best!
I did it all by myself.
Anyway, that was Tails' story. It was fun. He only has 5 levels, and 2 of them don't even really take advantage of his abilities that well. I mean, Casinopolis is just basically a bunch of linear hallways, and in Ice Cap you don't even get to fly, you just snowboard, which is the exact same thing that Sonic did. And both of these Sky Chase minigames, it's just the same stuff you did as Sonic. There is the Sandhill sub-game, but again, it's just more snowboarding. And, yeah. But overall, it's still a really fun gameplay style that I would like to see return in a future Sonic game. And, yeah. Okay, yeah, that right there really annoys me. Like, we already had Tails' theme song playing in that cutscene, and then it just stops, and then just starts all over again. The same thing happened with Sonic's theme song in his story, but, like, it's not a huge complaint, but why couldn't they just transition into the credits without having to restart the theme song? As for the theme song itself, it's really good, I think. It's a good song. It's just, it's about how Tails is learning to believe in himself. I think the song is actually called Believe in Myself. I'm not entirely sure about that one. But it's good. I'm gonna turn up the volume so you can hear it better. Anyway, I also really like how each character has their own theme song, and 5 out of the 6 of those theme songs have lyrics. Well, yeah. Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, and Big have theme songs that have lyrics. Gamma has a theme song that doesn't have lyrics, and Eggman, his theme song, if you can call it that, plays during the cutscenes, and it's like for example, that cutscene right before you fight the Egg Hornet, that was like Eggman's theme song that was playing, and it doesn't have lyrics, but it was still good. Again, this game's soundtrack is good. I like it a lot. Meanwhile, we have the credits playing with that just show some of the things that happened in Tails' story. Yeah. Anyway, what else is there to say when there's nothing more to say? I think Tails' story was like really good. However, it doesn't really reach its full potential. Like, there could have been more levels, there could have been longer levels, there could have been more of Speed Highway, for example, or Skydeck. those two levels, they really took advantage of Tails' flight, and you know, they weren't exactly challenging, but Tails was always the easy mode in like Sonic 3 and Knuckles for the Genesis. That was like you play through the game, but you can fly, unlike Sonic, who can't fly. So yeah. I'm having trouble thinking of things to say. Anyway, in part 11, I'm going to be doing the last story, which is what happens like after all the individual character stories. And yeah. Anyway, Sonic Team Presents, presented by Sega Enterprises Ltd. And we get an image of Tails and the tornado. The one that broke. Yeah. So, that was a thing. Anyway, stay tuned for when I finish the game in part 11. See you then.